huge reading on your person. So welcome to the Water Sign Collective. We are here in the water sign on a Leo full moon. Now the moon does affect you, right, emotionally. And if somebody really thinks that they're going to pull a number on you, right, because you're intuitive here. You're the psychics of the zodiac. Right, so we're here with the Holy Spirit. We have the abundance angels, romance angels. We're going to do a quick snapshot. So we're just looking at an aerial view of what you need to know right now for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And then we are going to have a look at your person, right? And we're going to do two lots. We're going to do the person that you think is the person, and then we're going to do the person that God or the Holy Spirit thinks is the person, because sometimes it's a different person. So that'll be interesting. So let's just see how you're going. Welcome to my channel. Let me know your name and location and how you are. There's earthquakes happening, right? Floods happening. It's amazing that we can be here together and connect. So here, we're just going to do a snapshot, right? Which is an aerial view of you at the moment. So you're about to hit the runway. Right, things are going to open up for you. This is like landing. I'm seeing you're landing, and the runway is a long runway. You're just about to hit the tarmac, right, of this runway. Oh, upside downsy. An upside downsy. Well, I don't do them. That's weird. I'm not going to do them. Oh, look, we're all upside downsy. Sorry about that. So the Hanged Man upside down means no more waiting, doesn't it? So the Hanged Man upside down, no more waiting. And you got the Chariot, right? So you're about to land. I can hear it again. You're about to land. Oh, upside downsy. The best one in the land to have upside downsy, right? So you've conquered some, right? It's almost like a selfish energy, right? Borderline narcissistic, borderline. It's a borderline you got going here. Oh, so you've been like on pause, on hold. Because there's nothing you can do. You know, like, what else can you do? This is indecision. So this is somebody's indecision here. Right? But they're getting strong. This is the Strength card. Right? So you've been strong in waiting. And they've been strong in making a decision because they know, right, that this decision is like hitting the tarmac, isn't it? It's like hitting the tarmac, yeah. Right, so they can't go back. You know, it's not hesitation. It's not hesitation, right? It's preparation. Ah, much better. So if you know that, that's why you've had to like pause while somebody else is preparing. This is you. Because it's a preparation for love. Oh, and somebody's had to, it's like, they've had to kick major butt here. Stick up for themselves, even though they know, right, could hurt another because of the codependency issue on another. Because then it's like, well, what am I going to do? That's the truth, Ace of Swords. They've cut somebody out of their life. If you've been worried about any financial issues or job opportunities, you can wipe them now and just receive, right? There's something here coming in for you that you've actually built up. So you actually get two things at once, right? You hit the tarmac means that your financial increase is an opportunity here. And when you actually go down the runway, then your beloved is at the end of the runway, right? So that's what this moon, right? And this energy here, where you haven't known, right? It's the unknown. You don't know. You're sitting in this energy. This is what you're mastering. The energy of, is it over or is it coming back? Do you know what I mean? Is it just about to begin or is it completely over? And that's really how you have to master that energy, because once that doesn't have any impact on you, once somebody else's reaction to you doesn't really define your character and who you are, then the person shows up for you, right? That's love. So you're demonstrating to somebody else, right, how you stick up for yourself. This is being a spiritual teacher. It's not easy, and you don't get paid for it, it seems, right? But you did it. You, in your silence, in your clarity, right, in your retreat, you've actually activated somebody's heart chakra, right? And this has also helped you, because now, going into the future, the fear of rejection is not here. The fear of, rejection, it's gone, look. So without it, you're different, you have more power. So in that space of the fear of rejection is now you're empowered by something, by a new skill, something else comes in. So well done, it's been very intense for this full moon. Very emotional, very like, you know, the end of the Mars energy, the anger. And you've chosen here, right, to help, to let it still be. It still seems like it's in indecision, right? And you care less. So you're going to leave it there. And then you step into new energy, which actually morphs you into something else, right? Oh my gosh. And look, this is how you step out of this moon energy you've been in, right? You're going to step out of it. And you are different because you're stronger, right? What you know when somebody's doing a number on you and they you can see it and you think, I'll just give them the benefit of the doubt because it's so obvious that they just lied to me. And it says so in their response. So I'm just going to watch them redeem themselves now, and they don't, right? Some people need a longer time to think about that. Others don't care, right? They don't care what you think. They let you calm down a little bit. Think she'll get over it, he'll get over it, I'll come back in a different cycle of the moon and I'll get them then. You're like, nah, I'm okay. Because what happened here is you got through, right, a tough time and you did it on your own. So now that's not a fear of being on your own. Most people have a big fear of that, you know, of being alone. They can't do it. And you were forced into it, it seemed. However, it's its own reward for you. Now you're like, this can't touch you. There's no fear of rejection going into the future. So the devil has no hold on you. There's no enemy, right? So therefore, it's just pure love. Oh, 10 of Cups upside down. We're going to turn it up the right way here. Why would it be upside down? I tell you, they're all like that. Bella, come on now. It was good to see the devil upside down, right? So nothing can torment you because you've sort of seen it up close and you're okay. You did okay in those times where you wanted to have somebody with you. Do you know what I mean? And the person that you wanted to have with you wasn't available as you needed them. Therefore, you made it through. You've made it through the wilderness. And you are going to be stronger. You're going to be different. And you won't allow people, right, when you know that they're lying to your face, you just, pants are on fire. Your pants are on fire. You're a liar, liar. Instead of going, okay, so that was really awkward, so they must know that they lied, or giving the benefit of the doubt, you've learned that. So you're stronger now. And in your energetic field, it will tell that person before even entering, you can make it so strong, right, that I'm not going to duck and weave this anymore. I'm going to call it out right between the eyes. Ah, go. Go water signs, right? So we do have Archangel Michael and Raphael here. We are in the emerald diamond flame, and we are ascending as a collective, right? So time to get sober. I mean, if anything could drive you to alcohol, it would be the last couple of weeks, right? But you're improving. And you just think, well, I'm going to add some vitamins into my day, some sun-kissed fruit or something good, you know? Think of food as medicine and then eat whatever you want. But sometimes you've got to get the nutrients, you know? And then you'll cut back naturally on sugars and fats and alcohol. So there's somebody here or you in recovery. And I feel like this is narcissistic abuse. Right, so being in recovery from that, you're redeeming yourself inwardly, right, by saying, I am enough. I do matter. Right, I am important. And with that, that fills the space where you had that fear of abandonment because you just faced it, I see. See, you sat with it and you faced it. And now it's your ally. Now it's your strength. Now it's like, I can be on my own. I did it, right? I talked to the angels. Some of you have had like mystic experiences. Some of you talk to Jesus. He can detoxify you. See, you've actually let go of the codependency. It's a code in your DNA. And you've uplifted it and released it. So it hurts, do you know what I mean? Diamondization, to go from carbon to crystalline. We're in the full crystalline grid. And so that is your emotions. And we're 90% water, so we're 90% emotions as humans. So you being a supersonic empath. Supersonic empath. Woohoo, right? You, by detoxing yourself, actually create the union. You create it because it's a magnetic pull here. Wow. Right, so just don't think that in your nothingness nothing's happening. You're reweaving something here. You are manifesting. So try to keep as much as possible, right, a recognition of your thoughts, right, and actually program them and change them if they get like any tension in your body, because you're going to master this. And in your full recovery, rejection doesn't matter. So can you imagine your confidence and how it will increase in all areas of your life? Because you don't care anymore what other people think. You don't care because you went there. It's like you cared and the person didn't redeem themselves. They didn't pick themselves up. The worst happened. You know, when people say, I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have so-and-so. Well, maybe you didn't have so-and-so. So now you know. That's what would have happened. You would have made it through. So being very, very aware, right, in your recovery. And in your recovery, you're going to retreat more and more and think, what is here for me? So we know that, you know, when you have the selfish attitude or the narcissistic imprint, that says, I'm more important than you are. And you've released that. So now you're bringing it back. It's a practice. It's like back to me. Because you don't ever want to be, right, that selfish because you saw how ugly it is. So you get so far away from it. But in fact, it's mirrored back at you to actually take a little bit more of it, right? Take a little bit more, what is in this for me? Start with that, not what can I give. And this will bring the balance in because you are a kind soul. You do feel other people. You are an empath. But that's the whole reason why you have to do this. Because otherwise you can't be used for the miracles. Right? So some of you are miracle healers. You can do faith healing. Right? So this is your time. This is like an upgrade. Right? This is like your antenna is your spine, water signs. You are going to an upgrade in your psychic senses. Right? Your psychic abilities, your intuitive nature, healing abilities, being aware. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Like you think about it and then it happens. Or it happens, and then you realize afterwards, right, that it was connected to something else in the past, and then you can release it. There's a lot of that energy going on in your own mind space. Right? So your intuition is going to tell you what to keep and what to let go of. So think about your mind as a penthouse suite, and you're doing well. It's better feng shui to have nothing in that corner. And then I can actually, by my own free will, bring in what I want, my own thoughts. This is a reprogramming. This is saying to yourself, I'm very powerfully clairvoyant, right? I am highly intuitive. I'm a natural healer, right? I get it. People just, it's like because of the breakup, right? Or breakdown between the way somebody feels and the way they speak to you. So you know that feelings rule, they take over. So when somebody feels something and then they say something different to you, it doesn't align with their own feelings, you can go into your own, right, self-consciousness. So sometimes you go, well, when you're feeling self-conscious, it's because it's actually projected from the other person. And this is what you've broken. You're going, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to take on your stuff. Doesn't mean because you've healed. So then you can put it straight back on people. Right? So here comes water signs. You're going to be like a spiritual teacher. It's like, get back. So this is where it is like spiritual distancing. You got your spiritual dot. Get back. Because I see you, right? It's like your whole antenna, everything's up. You're a kick-ass radio, satellite dish, right? You're the high-tech, top of the range, not even available to humanity. And here you are walking around with it since birth, right? Going, don't worry about this. Doesn't everybody feel as sensitive as I do? It's like, no, they don't. But they'll come and use your apparatus, so to speak. And then now it can come and just put the whole program onto you. And you're bogged down. Now you've got it all for yourself. So you're like, okay, I need protection here. Because I understand I'm getting messages from galaxy and universes away. Like it's so high-tech, your radar, your intuition. You can tell somebody's move. You can feel it in your bones, in your wings. Right? And then they arrive and you're like, something's off here. But look, they're telling me what I want to hear and they're saying it with a smile, but the feeling's not there. It's not aligned with. It's like something's missing, right? And you used to give them the benefit of the doubt and now you're not. You're like, okay, it doesn't matter what's missing. Something's missing and that's it. So I'm out. This is really quick, right? You'll get this really quick. This is like a gift of discernment. No one can stay in your energy field for longer than 10 seconds. So be very aware of people that you can't get away from when you're talking to them because they're hooking into your energy system. It's like siphoning. Yeah, petrol. This says change physicians. So I got this when I was going to my Reiki master, right, for weekly sessions. For healing, so amazing. I was learning Reiki Master. It took years. And I do it for busy people. That's why. But anyway, I came home and I got this from Raphael. And I was like, what does that mean? I shouldn't do it? I shouldn't do Reiki? And I got, because I practice more and Reiki improves with use, that it was better for me to do my own hands-on healing because it was more powerful. So instead of going to my master then, only because I use Reiki more, like I practiced, right? Because I was trying to prove it all wrong. So this is about you practicing your own healing abilities. This is about you going to the divine physician. This is about you adding like faith, right, to your magical bows, I can see, and call upon Raphael. So Raphael's the patron saint of relationships, and we're in the emerald diamond. So he's with the ray. There's an emerald ray of healing. You can get it from Raphael, fill your heart, and send it to your beloved. And just visualizing them like a ripple in the pond, just relaxation going through their whole body. Because you're being divinely guided here to be together. There's divine intervention stepping in. There's about 4 divine interventions set up. So this is really, really important, right? It's like maybe go to nature, go into prayer, follow your intuition. If a doctor or a professional that you go to gives you information that goes against every cell of your being and you know that's not for you, right? Seek out an alternative. Get a second opinion. Yes? Yes, Mama. I'm looking at love here. Isn't there love for these water signs? God said you have to get it together, right? You have to get this flow of energy, right? Knowing that you will not allow. It's like, you know, as a child, when things are going really well and then somebody, maybe a narcissistic parent, cuts you down, or it's like when the rug's pulled out from underneath your feet, right? That energy is what you're actually releasing. So you've sat in that and it's sort of releasing like slowly, like an air balloon. And you'll feel better, right? Because this moon brought it up, that you had to let that release, and it sort of worries your mind because it's a panicking energy. And now it's dissipating, and we ask it to be released now with Archangel Raphael and the Emerald Healing Ray. And then burst through the romance. So we're going down the tarmac now. You've landed, and you're going through your transformation, and this is your beloved at the end of the tarmac. Look. This is very divinely guided, like it's out of control. It's not like your mind plan. It's divine plan. So you're just hanging out, right? Chilling right out. You could even have a sea salt bath, read a book. Marianne Williamson, right? The Return to Love, or something like that. Opening this, watching a love story. Write in the comments your favorite, if you know any twin flame movies or love stories that aren't so sad, because the fear's gone, look. This has activated your person's third eye. They can see you. I see you. Because you were like, well, I see you, gave you the benefit of the doubt, and you were like, just went frozen. So see ya. And now they're coming back going, I see what you saw. What's that mean? Now they want to create with you. Look. They're like, well, I can actually add to that. I want to create too. Oh, I'm sorry. I want pure love too. This is so beautiful. This is like a new clean slate. Because your heart, right, is very, very strong, but still has the innocence of a child. Isn't that beautiful? It's like being a teenager again, if you had never had heartache, but you're not a teenager. You know, you've still got the wisdom, but you have that youth. It's a youthful energy that brings you together. There's giggling and laughing and being silly. And could you two please get a room? People will be saying, right? You're like, oh, stop it. No, you stop it. Mala, you know those couples? You're going to be one of those couples. Yeah. And you're almost going to wear it like a Versace dress or suit. You're going to love it. See, what you thought you'd hate, right, is public displays of affection. But you love it from this person. That's what I'm getting. There's something like that, something that you were like, I detest that. But when this person does it, you're like, that is the best thing ever. How funny. So-and-so used to get in trouble for that or whatever. We already have the romance angels out. Whoa. Romance angels, we call upon you now for water signs with their beautiful big hearts and their wings out, right, coming out of the cocoon as a new person on the tarmac. And here, they're already waiting for you. They're waiting for you to land. Is that correct? Yeah, they can't wait. Look, they're waiting for you to land in the members lounge. You know, the airport. Ah, your heart called them in. This is because you've purified your heart with all that pain, right? And then your mind can just get scrambled. And then, of course, we're going to go to the matrix, right? We go into, you know, I mean, it'd make you turn to having a drink. Some people exercise. I prayed for that. I was like, can I want to do that? Anyway, here's your attraction coming back. This is like filling up the pool, so to speak. You've cleaned it out, and now you're filling up. It's a finer energy. It's okay to just be. This is so beautiful. And looking at, I just brought in the star jasmine plant from outside, and all the buds were there, and overnight all the flowers came out, and this beautiful fragrance. And that energetically, like having flowers around you, having flower essences around you, right? This is about what makes me feel attractive. Oh. So I'm hearing that song, You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman. Can you believe that? I can't believe I'm hearing that. Yeah, this is the innocence returns. This is playfulness. This is like being in the moment. This is being in the here and now. It's so good. Oh, look. They're gonski. That full moon just... And something's in your mind, you're clear. There's clarity. Because you may have been holding on to somebody as well. You may have been holding on to a lost dream from somebody in the past. And you've let it go the same time that there's somebody here in your energy field, right, that let go of somebody. But they weren't in you physically, but they're gone. You made a decision that even if this person comes back, you will say no. Right? That's when you've got the resolve. Because you always kept the window over the window. Not the door, the window. There's a window open to somebody over here. And you closed it. As soon as you did that, somebody released their ex. Right? And that releases the pattern that I was talking about. The code, the imprint in the DNA. That's released. So the child now comes out to play without it, without the conditioning. Yes? Yes. You can't miss this, right? The angels are bringing you together, but when we follow divine guidance, it seems totally irrelevant, right, to your lover life. Remember that. Because you're like, what has going and buying bananas, right, and making a mango banana smoothie got to do with me finding my kingdom spouse or whatever? And then you go and do it, you go, oh. And there's an advert there, you know, to join something, and you go and join it, or you do it, or you ring them, and they, you know, blah, blah, blah. That's divine guidance. And this is why it doesn't make sense. Most of the time, it's irrelevant, your guidance, to where you think you're going. So you put the destination in the GPS, and then she goes, turn back. And you're like, what? So this is your salvation crown. When you receive the Holy Spirit, you're saved. And you get another crown which says Jesus is coming. So you get 2 crowns while you're here on earth. Right? Because we're going from breaking any religious beliefs down to spiritual connection. That's it. And look. So somebody passed away. Somebody had lost somebody, right? Here. And this grief has been held in a pocket. This could be you, could be your person, could be the person they've been with as well. Like they both mirrored this grief that they had not let go of when they'd lost somebody. Right? And here could have been like losing, well, of course, maybe a parent, but even a child here. Might be their anniversary around this time. The angels are huddled close, and this person, right, is healing that grief now. This moon brought it up to howl at the moon. So this person has had a good howl. And then let those beliefs go. False beliefs. religious beliefs. Yeah, because they were deceived. Light warriors here. God bless you. Welcome. Because they were deceived by religious factors. Right? So this could have been somebody who was staying with somebody because whatever. You know what I mean? Instead of like, no, my heart wants to be somewhere else. And when you get spiritual, you know that that's all that matters is love, is your heart. That's why you can heal your heart, right? Goes from stone to flesh. When you follow God's plan. God had a plan. He knew you were going to go through all this. He knew that your person had that pocket of grief. That's probably why you were separated. This is deep. This is deep loss, right? Grief is not really something that is shared, right? It's not like you go to the pub and have a howling session, right? You go to the pub to squash it down, and then that pain comes back up as anger, and then you squash that down, and then it comes back up as, drum roll, does anybody know? So this is somebody releasing that pain, that pocket of pain. And what happens in that, right, the X is automatically released, right, because the pattern's not there anymore. And that creates peace. So God had a plan. So God sent his son so you could have peace. This is peace that surpasses understanding. This is a renewal. Right? And this is to be protected. This is not to be spoken about to your mother, your neighbour. This is not to be spoken about. Because you know when we speak on things, people can put curses on them, can't they? So this is a no-go. This is no discussion. This is not open for discussion. You're not interested in anybody else's opinion because you have a high-tech radar satellite dish, right, that can pick up stuff. So you can't afford the luxury of somebody else's opinion, negative opinion, right? Because this is a, you're just coming out of the chrysalis. You need to be gentle. No toxic people or environments because you're picking up on everything. Does that make sense? I was tense, man. Let's just change the energy there and look at abundance, right? So if you had 3 wishes, what are they, did you ask? Jesus says in Mark 11:24, believe that you should have it and it will be yours. I was like, duh. That's the whole of the manifestation world. The whole of all the affirmations, everything. Jesus just says it. That's all the New Age stuff out the window. Because that's all it is. Believe that you already have it and it shall be yours. You go, oh, I'm not doing that. I'm like upset that I don't have it. It's like, I know. So the abundance angels are here. Let's have a look and then we'll get a message from your person. The abundance angels for water signs. I'm doing it all together, but I do have some individual messages. See? See? Don't you love it when I really go, see? See? I never do that to people, but I love you. I'm like more water sign than anything else. Right, so I've got a Pisces rising and 3 planets in Scorpio. So this is detoxing of your friendships. Do you understand? You cannot afford it at the moment. You don't care. You're at your most vulnerable, right? The money will come through. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the how-tos. Just add more weight to your want-to. This is what you're also really good at, is the manifesting, because in the 5th dimension, the manifestation technique is one of visualization and feelingization. Hi, Wendy. Welcome. Right? In the old way, you have to birth it through your rainbow. And most people rainbows are distorted. Till you do your level 1, 2, and 3 Reiki. That's what brings them into alignment and clears them. So it's really important, your vibration at the moment, right? Even choosing to add in more greens. So you grab the salad, right, on the way to the chocolate aisle. Yeah, look. Get your vibration up a little bit, right? You have to lift it a little bit. Exercise, I'm seeing, doing something creative, eating, right? Staying with animals, and your vibration clear. Here comes your partner, right? This is like a jigsaw puzzle, fits together. It's like, right? And that's it. There's no question after that. Yeah, look. You also have another skill or talent, right? You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. This is your partner as well, right? So some of you don't know what it's like to have somebody there to support you so that you do have a bit of freedom, right? So I'm getting that you're very creative and you have an idea and it's just about putting energy into it. Don't worry about how it happens, marketing, anything like that, right? You're just flowing the energy into it, right? So you go, well, I'd like to be a blah, blah, blah. You go, well, do you do it? Most people say, well, I'd love to be a Reiki healer. It's like you just do Reiki all day. You know, like you just start doing it. I just started doing it and giving it to people. And then all of a sudden you're doing it. But can you do it all day? I thought, no, I can't do Reiki all day. There's no talking. It's silent. What am I going to do? That's not going to suit me. It's unreal because it clears my channel, grounds me. If I haven't done a Reiki session for a while, right, I notice the difference. Isn't that cool to find something that works for you while you're doing it so it doesn't cost you? This is what this is. You go, well, I like writing poetry, Bella. You go, no, I can put eyelashes on. You can make eyelashes with diamantes in them. Some of you are jewelers, right? You can make things. You're a craftsman, artisan. This is you moonlighting. So just think, I'm going to do it every night for half an hour. Is it writing, poetry, painting, sewing? Something to do with makeup here. You know, what is your dream job? A lot of you can sew too. I'm seeing like curtains being made for theatres, you know, like making costumes. Something fun's coming up. Something fun that you prayed for. Yeah! Give this situation to God for uplifting healing and be open to a miracle. You know, when you need a miracle the most is when you don't even ask for it. That's why I'm here, to help you. Ask for it. We'll say thank you in advance. Thank you, God, for the great miracle that is now in my life. Heaven's unlimited resources of love are answering my prayers right now. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives to you in response to your prayers. Again, this is another message saying this guidance, right, is completely irrelevant to anything logical. But it's an answer to your prayers. So detox your friendships, right, because your partnership is coming in. Does that make sense? Would you rather be with a toxic friend? It's your space. You must clear your space. And then bam. It's just energetic because Raphael's looking after you. You'll never question this again once this person comes in. There's no more going around in circles, anything like that. So because you're still here, right, I'm going to say, what do you need to know about your person? We're going to do a Rider-Waite Tarot 7-card layout. It's the mini Rider-Waite. And this is going to tell me exactly anything that you need to know about the person that you're thinking about. This is the person you're thinking about. And then we're going to do your person from God's perspective and see the difference. Yeah, this is the person you're thinking about. a little snapshot here on your person. What you need to know about your person. I was going to say, and then what does God want you to know about your person? Right? They might be married. Are they married? Yeah, they're married. So somebody's married. Maybe. Maybe not anymore. Maybe they were married. Right? Like things are changing because you can be with somebody for many years, right? And then emotionally you're not there for like, say, the last 3 years. People are amazing. So emotionally there's been no connection because you fell in love for half an hour and then you're still there. It's like, and there's none there. And so mentally you go with this and your logic comes in and goes, this is what it's providing for me. So it's sort of okay, you justify it. Yeah, we justify it. Well, there's no feelings there. And then you've got to reverse that, right? So this is what's happening. There's a reversal here. Wow, look at this. The Tower here, the 7 of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Lovers. Okay, so what do you need to know about your person is that they think you're the Empress. This is for feminines watching, right? They really regret how they spoke to you. They're regretting here how they missed, right? And this is why this has happened. This has triggered the grief, the pocket of grief that needs to be released. That's what they're doing now, right? Once that's released and they heal, see, this is what you need to know. Once they heal, you see that? Right? They're new. It's different. The Death card goes the 5 of Cups, the Star, and then the Death card. So they've healed what from? Right? Secrets and lies. See, this is not aligning. They weren't aligning. They're like, no, they're justifying it mentally. But there's no love there. And then that fills up with drama instead of love. Right? So they're like, nah. This is your person, right? Doesn't want you with anybody else. Really jealous. Really like, like that. A bit like, might even be turning up at the front door. Let's have a look. So this is what you need to know about the person that you think's your person, right? They're actually going through a healing because they've had to grow up. You're like this Empress, do you know what I mean? And they've had to have a bit of a growth spurt here, right? So they've had to go through a transformation. They've had to have an upgrade here to be anywhere near you, right? So that grief had to be released. And then they had to redeem themselves, as I was saying earlier, and care less about what other people think. This is really like dropping that whole drama karma. They're really going through it because they're feeling, right? It's like losing what you didn't want to sacrifice in the first place. You know how God says if you don't leave for love and you stay for money, then the money goes, you don't have love either. But if you sacrifice the money for love, he will replenish the money, right? Double fold or whatever. So that's the lesson. And somebody's learning that, right? This person of yours, learning that lesson, that it doesn't matter. So they're in love with you. Let's have a look at God's message for you about your person. What do you want us to know, Holy Spirit, about these water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, watching? What is your message to them about their person? That's all I keep hearing in Pisces, especially in Scorpio. Pisces, your person, right? Because you don't want to be in that roundabout. They've got to go through a process. So it's best you're out because otherwise you can get stuck in some part of the process and make it mean that it's never going to happen. And that's not good. You've got to stand out and stand in that it's already happening. I see, right? See? They're going to go through a process here. This is a growth spurt. This is like I stabbed myself in the back. I said no to love because I thought of this, and now this has crumbled. So that's what that is. So I'm going to get out of this, right, quickly, and go towards where I can have both, right, for the long term. This is having both. Now your person has learnt the lesson, hopefully, because it's not so much a lesson, it's a breaking of the habits, of the patterns, isn't it? You know what I mean? Otherwise we just keep going over and over and over because the universe wants you to learn that lesson, right? So they have them lined up. I was like, wow, I just had karmics back to back, Father. It's like they can just be lined up forever until you get it. I'm like, oh, this isn't about a lesson, is it? I get cranky. It's not a lesson. It's like, he's like, what did you learn? I'm like, I don't know. I'm a bit rude around that respect. So what does God want you to know? Right? God wants you to know that he's been working behind the scenes for your union. It's actually coming into your energy field. So spiritually, right? They're mentally and emotionally, you're preparing before it shows up. So you got spiritually, then mental and emotional, and then showing up. So that's like a diamond, isn't it? So the mental and emotional, how you feel and how we think, have to be in balance for that person, and then you have to be in balance. Both of you. So when you're in front of each other, you're like, that aligns, that feels good. It's not a misalignment. They're not speaking something that they don't feel. They're not feeling and they're not talking about it. It's not uncomfortable here. Right? God said he's been working on them. Don't worry. This is a message from your Heavenly Father. This is funny. He's like, yeah, mentally, right, mentally, they have to get away from the drama. So this is an addiction to drama. You know, you can be addicted to that peptide rush. Like if everything's too quiet and calm, right, somebody can come in and start just out of nowhere. My father was like that, just out of friggin' nowhere. He could start an argument. It was like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? That's that. Like there's somebody wants to just friggin' get away from that. Right? So this is saying, God's saying this person has to get up and move away from that. But they're going to have to go through it, right? Because there's a tower here. They're going to have to stand up. So this is this person's worst fear, is saying it out loud to somebody. Like, but once you do it, it's like the truth travels first, right? But this person is finding it really hard. God's trying to tell you that this person has found it really hard to stay, because it's a guilt, and a failure energy, behind it. It's like, I don't want to be with you anymore. See ya. Right? And it doesn't seem to be that easy. But God's going to make a way where there is no way. Missy K. That rhymes. Look, God said, don't worry about it. We're going to go pass through all the drama. Right? So this person, he's equipped your person, right, to go through the drama for this new start. Ready? And they'll be ready at the end of the tarmac because you're landing. They want you for a new beginning. So it's whenever you're ready, if you like. God said, doesn't matter how much you block, shut down. You know, people go, oh, you need to open up a bit more. You're never going to find somebody when you're like that. It's like this person, God said, doesn't matter, right? This person will have an effect on you, that you won't be like that. So don't worry about it. Don't analyze yourself and your personality and your problem. Like, you know, if you want to be like cut off to somebody, that might work. Some men go, ooh, game on, right? And they like it. I'm telling you. So just be completely yourself. Don't think, oh, I'll just pretend to be nice, not going out of alignment, even if it's totally the other way. It's like, well, I've had a bad morning, so would you please remove yourself from la la la, you know what I mean? And they go, oh, men go, oh, game on. Oh, I like her. She's a bit sassy. Sorry. Let's get a message from them. They're beautiful, right? An open heart. And once this locks in together, because of your patience, the teasing out, right? The preparation here, it's locked in for good. So now that you've saved those people their opinions, otherwise it would be very awkward to be around and you would see them exactly. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of people are going to drop away from your energy field, from your circle of influence, because you're making this partnership a priority, and so is your partner. And that's rare. And people, what they're not up on, they're down on. Do you know what I mean? So some people go, well, I don't have that, and I don't know. A lot of people codependent because they can't be on their own. And yet, I feel like this person taught you how to do that. Now you're not scared of that, because that was the worst thing that could happen and you got through it, and now you're okay. So that will never happen again. So this is like together. There's no more breakups. Each of us is an angel with only one wing. We can only fly by embracing one another. Love will die if held too tightly. Love will fly if held too lightly. Right, so you let them fly away, come back, and they want to stay. If you love something, let it go if it comes back to you. It was truly meant to be. Can you believe it says that? If it comes back to you, it's truly meant to be. Right, so there's no question once this person's in front of you. But until that, don't give out your energy. Don't give it away. This is the penthouse suite. You don't get free energy there. I heard this disgusting thing that said, why would you buy the cow when you get the milk for free? Ah! Control-Alt-Delete. I did not say that. But this is where it's like you can't even give out your thought process because you're the high-tech satellite dish. All your energy is felt. Like you're running low. You've only got 100 volts a day. Don't give it to anybody who's not in your energy field. Reciprocating first. Giving. Offering first. Does that make sense? Love cures people, both those who give it and those who receive it. Your love is curative, right? To this person, you've healed their heart. Wait until you get their embrace. Within you I love myself. Without you I find myself. Then I strive to be lost again, right? So it's been like that. It's been like this, you know, the flames. And then it ends like this. So always think, what am I bringing to it? What am I investing in it? Because once you do the drama karma, then you're in it. And now you feel guilty in it. And that's when you come to ReikiByBella.com. And we can clear your energy so you can shine like a diamond. Hope to see you there soon. Hope you've enjoyed this reading. Thank you very much for being here. I'll see you in the next video. You can book a private reading with me at ReikiByBella.com under Psychic Readings. Scroll down to the calendar and book in your own time zone. It's open for the next 2 weeks. And you get a free upgrade if you're wanting to know a little bit more about your person and about your soul star, who's the one for you. And we also do, you know, your ancestors and your star lineage of your tribe, finding out where you're from. It's really exciting. So if you would like a private reading, go there or let me know your name and location. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Leave in the comments your name and location and what's happening around you, in whether it's weather or political, and we can communicate here on the channel. I love you. Or join the members lounge, because that's where we'll be talking more about world events at the moment and how to armor up. And also we've got a little bit of rainbow therapy. So I hope to see you in the members lounge. Thanks for watching. I love you.